ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to Farming Simulator 19 here on the Estancia Lapacho map with me, CWATTYESO. We've got a lot to do today here on the farm, but the first things we've got to do is make sure that you people out there watching this video right now click that like button. You also remember to leave your comments, questions, suggestions and feedbacks in the comment section down below. And if you're not already doing so, please make sure you press that subscribe button and subscribe to the channel. That way you can keep track of all the videos I've uploaded and will upload in the future. And also you help my channel to grow, which is great. Now, it's a bit of a misty, foggy morning. It's a little bit overcast. We've got a few things to do. We've got to fertilise field 6. Okay, we've limed it. We did plant corn on it. That's the thing. The sheep are looking good. The pigs kind of need some food. We have to take care of that. The cows are looking good. Their cleanliness leaves a bit to be desired. Hopefully we should have some horses to sell today. Yes, we do. We've got horses to sell. Right, we need fertilizer. Now the fence there with the bruns on it, because I did some tree cutting in to fill out the rest of yesterday off camera. And while we advanced through the day, because I finished tending the animals fairly early in the afternoon, but I didn't really want to start harvesting yesterday. I thought I'd leave it till today's video. What else have I got to tell you? Oh yes, I waited till midnight to see how much the biogas station paid for that slurry that I delivered. They paid £12,000. They gave me £12,000 for that 30,000 litres of slurry. Which is not bad. Not bad. Yes, I appreciate the fact that the front bucket is full of fertiliser. I've still got to clean up that mess where I kind of filled it up from the pallets. So we're going to leave it doing that. I filled up the cows completely with the TMR. Took me a while. It took me a blooming long while to fill up 180,000 litres of TMR. I might move these pallets as well, or 2 of them at least. Nah, you know what? I'll leave the pallets. I can afford to leave the pallets for today. Cleaning up after the animals is a job and a half. Definitely. Time consuming. Very much so. It won't empty. That's annoying. Because the hay and silage is full, apparently. Okay, fair enough. How much have they produced anyway in terms of like slurry and manure? 6,000 litres of manure, 4,000 litres of slurry, 3,000 litres of milk. Very nice. Pigs are crushing it. Pigs are absolutely dominating. We've almost got a full load of slurry. I've also bought this thing here, look, to do manure with. Can the loading wagon hold manure? Let's go find out. It's in here somewhere. Silage, hay, grass, straw, wood chips. It can't do manure. That's a bit of an issue then. Because I don't really want to empty manure into the same trailer that I put my crops in. And that kind of sounds a little bit unhygienic to me. Possibly. Could of course be wrong. Of course, that doesn't work. Because I need the truck, don't I? I need a truck. I need that truck. Right, anyway, let's move on with today's tasks, because we've got harvesting to do. We've got fields 2 and 3. We've got field 13. We've got field 8. We've got the potatoes to do. It's all go. And that's why I've kind of started the video early today at 7 o'clock, because we've got a lot to do. Are you doing straw? Now you are. Good boy. Right, might as well go and do all the fields. So good having 2 harvesters. So good. Woo. Three if you count the potato one, which we're going to have on the move in a minute. Are you doing straw? Good boy. Good boy. Or girl, or whatever gender you identify yourself as. Can't discriminate, people. We're going to need you. Yeah, I don't think it's really going to be fair to put manure in this trailer. We may have to buy another one. It'd be a bit excessive as well to put manure in this trailer, because I think you can only sell I think 50,000 litres at a time. Yeah, more fertiliser. Good. You're using quite a bit, which is even nicer. Hopefully that will mean I can get rid of all the excess that I've spilt everywhere. We will need you to do the straw collecting. We're going to have a lot of straw today, and we're going to sell a lot of it, probably, in our own barn, because we've invested in our own sell point. We're going to start selling straw directly from our own farm, trying to steal the business away from the actual barn, because so far we've been selling to them. They're the ones making the big... They don't pay us a lot for the straw, but then they sell it to, obviously, other customers for a significant amount of dosh. And frankly, I want that business. I'm going to sell to the other customers directly, cutting out the barn, and I'm going to charge the customers the barn prices, maybe a little bit less, but it will be significantly more than what the barn was paying me. So yeah, should start making a healthy bit of money. Need to get the potato harvester in motion. I've also been thinking that the Fendt, the lovely wonderful Fendt that we've got, our Fendt tractor, that's been such a good worker all these years. I say all these years. Right, he's going to turn around. So this is where I could potentially do a good job. I can unload him. He's missed a bit. There's the field. Come on now. Oats into here. Did I just tip into the back section? I hope I didn't. I'm hoping that went into the front section. We're not going to get that. turn, don't turn, don't turn. There we go. This is the power of the pace setter, having the 2 compartments. I can store 2 different crops at the same time. I'm getting a ton of barley off of that field. I'm guessing Matey Boy's finished his fertilising. Why on earth did I just do that? Dang, it's a pain in the backside. I don't know what part of the game thought, I know what we want to do. We want to tip fertiliser all over the floor. We want to disconnect the bucket. So he's got a bit, he can still hold a bit more, so we can probably pick up a bit more literage off the ground and fill him up. The other combine's finished. So hectic having so many fields on the go again at the same time. Put a straw there. Put that there. I'll disconnect it first this time, then I know what we're doing. Let me come back to it. You're doing straw. Admittedly, you've left a great big dump of it on the end of my field. Cheers, pal. Why did you do that? Why did you drive forward? I didn't tell you to. Matey wants the barley there. Or the oats, should I say. Which we've got 87,000. Not the biggest of harvests. I think it's fair to say. But a harvest nonetheless. We're not going to get a lot of barley. Right. What field wants doing next? Field 7 and 8, which has wheat on it. Today's a big spending day. I think I spoke about, what was this? I started talking about the Fent, didn't I? Our old Fent. Our hard-working, reliable Fent. Because obviously it's getting to the stage now where he's not really worth a lot of money. His operating hours are the highest of most of our vehicles. So I'm thinking of maybe retiring this boy. I'm putting him up on the roof with the Fiat and then getting a replacement Fent. Maybe going up to the 1000 series. Might be nice. Right, I want to get the potato harvester. Don't I? You want to unfold it? So you can do that. We're going to still be doing straw. You might as well go and be ready to unload Mr. Potato Man. Mr. Potato Man will need emptying pretty soon, I would have thought. He tends to get full quite quick. Let's pick up some more straw. I said let's pick up some more straw. Because we want to sell it. Make lots of profit from it. Then we get all the straw, sell it to our barn, make lots of money. We need to sell the horses too. Gotta remember, gotta sell the horses. First load of straw today is gonna go in the barn shop thingy. Tyler got away from me there. So yeah, the Fent will whoop on the roof. I think it's probably time for retirement for that old boy. Now his price is in the red and is falling quite dramatically. Let's overload all our straw. Selling it to the customers. £19 grand. See, that's a lot better than the £7 that the flipping barn was paying there. Suddenly straw has a value, doesn't it? Straw has its worth. Oh, steady on. Steady on, flour. Leave you there for the minute. Bit of wheel slippage. He struggles for traction on this field. Oh, nearly full. See, cut all the trees down. Should make it a little bit easier to unload now. Come on. You're so close to this thing to unload. Job's done. Start you off on the canola. If it's all ready to harvest now. Yeah, some of it's more ready to harvest. Right, prices. Oats and wheat. Barley and oats, should I say. Harbour. That's where we're going then. All my harvesters are nearly full. Don't know about Potato Boy. Find out. And we'll head down to the harbour, get these two crops sold. Would make us a nice bit of profit again. And once we've sold the straw as well, or most of the straw, I mean, the horses will definitely make us a nice penny. Or two, won't they? Then we buy some new ones. Brakes. 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 Barley's being sold first. 100 grand. Oats are being sold next. £160 grand. 260 grand then for our first two harvests. Not bad. Not bad at all. So I wonder if I should do a time-lapse speedy up bit now and do the rest. That be applicable to everybody? Would people appreciate that? Most probably, I would think. The time-lapse speedy up bit. Okay, let me just get this back. To the farm. We'll do it. We'll unload this guy first, Mr. Canola Boy. With his black gold. When we get to the end and he'll stop for me, which would be nice. And it's everyone's favourite part of the video, the time-lapse speedy up bit. And this is me coming to you in post. That's right. This commentary hasn't been recorded at the same time as the episode. It is being recorded after, due to the fact that you can't time-lapse audio. I've probably mentioned that a couple of times throughout the series. But hey, it's what we do. I like to, obviously, it's one of the if you like, the sort of pains of having to come back. It's not pains really, is it? Because I do enjoy this, but obviously when you're condensing down so much footage, because unfortunately, harvesting does take an enormous amount of time. It does mean that there's quite a lot of audio to re-record in post. But I don't mind, because today's a good day. We're getting lots of straw. We've got lots of different crops. And, you know, I feel it's going to be a very profitable day. Not even including the fact that we're going to be selling horses, you know, which is obviously going to make us a very healthy amount of money. To the point where we're definitely now in sight of the finish line. You know, this marathon we've been on for quite a while now, since the game launched. We've covered a lot of distance. We've had some setbacks along the way. At times it's been a struggle, I won't lie. It's felt like I was never gonna hit my goals and my target, because every time I felt like we was making progress, I then had to spend money on stuff, and it just became harder and harder to think about the prospect of having, you know, 10 million in the bank account, plus all the other achievements which we've now actually rattled off throughout the course of this series. In fact, I've only got the breeding of the sheep achievement to get, the breeding of the cows achievement to get, and that 10 million in the bank. 10 million in the bank. Yeah, that's right. and then this series will be done. And then it's a case of, well, what do we do next? Or what do I do next? And what do I do with this save, this map? Do I leave it open to possibly come back and try other things down the road as Giants add more mods and content, and obviously their DLC and stuff, whether that sort of stuff applies to save games and to maps, or whether it's going to be like FS17 where to get the new content you've got to play on the new map that they bring out. I don't know. We come back and occasionally do specials every so often, where I just come back onto this map and record an episode to see how everything's ticking along. And I don't know what we're going to do with it once we've actually finished. I know some people would like to see a different playthrough on a different map, and there's a couple of maps in mind. Obviously Stevie's releasing a map very soon, his first for FS19, which is going to be I think a UK map, which might be worth having a play on. There's obviously the Michigan map, which has received quite a lot of sort of approval online from people. I've recently downloaded a map called the Aussie Outback, the Australian Outback, which the only drawback to that so far from my quick little venture into it, you only start the game with one field, which isn't a lot. And also the map seems to have been based on this very map, the Estancia map. There's quite a few very familiar looking areas on the map that definitely scream that it was basically this map edited and sort of changed by the creator, because there's definitely features from this map that appear in the Aussie Outback map that are very instantly recognisable. And I don't know whether because of that it would be good to do as a series, because people might think it looks a bit too similar to this map and people might be ready for a change of scenery. So you'll have to let me know in the comment section down below what you want to see next from FS19 and from me, and how we go about doing things. Whether we wait for the Stevie map and do a UK map next, which will definitely offer a different sort of location and appearance, or whether we go with one of the other mod maps currently available, like the Michigan map or the Australian Outback map. One thing that will definitely happen is that obviously when we start the new series, it probably won't be done with the same sort of frequency as this series, where I've pretty much tried to post and upload videos every single day. It's something where I would probably do it a bit more sporadically across the channel, just so I can actually populate the channel with some other videos and content to appeal to perhaps a wider audience that aren't just particularly sort of farm sim fans, as new games obviously appear and come out and things like that, and there's other things that I want to cover. I mean, it's been nice that I've been doing Project Hospital alongside this in the last couple of weeks, which has been very nice, and is obviously a different kettle of fish altogether in terms of games. I mean, it's still a very chill out, sort of relaxed type of game, which is obviously the sort of direction my channel's going in these days. And whether or not, obviously, I don't know how much play there is in that. It depends on how much content the developers of that game add to it in the coming months. How quickly they implement a lot of their roadmap features will determine whether or not there's, legs in another playthrough or another series on that game. Obviously I would like to continue with my Fishing Barents Sea videos. I think they're a little bit different, but obviously I'm a bit concerned with that series in the fact that it may not be as action-packed as people want, because there are a lot of times where you're just sailing around waiting for time to elapse before you can pick up your lines and stuff. Although I do try to make that series a little bit different by offering the face cam and offering the webcam feature in the series, so you can see my pretty self. And like I say, possibly use that series for a different thing where I discuss different things whilst we're playing and passing time. I'm just basically using it to have a conversation with people and stuff like that. Maybe that's something to consider. Like I say, I think in my one of the last videos I posted on that game, I think I did say that probably use it as a bit of a Q&A series with my obviously subscribers and viewers and that, if they want to ask me questions and stuff, which I can then answer as we're playing. That's something to consider. There's obviously other games that I would kind of like to play. I did pick up a few things in the winter sale on Steam that I would like to maybe have a look at. I've got like what is it, Thief Simulator, which is something I would like to cover, maybe do an episode or two on, just see what it's like. And then there's a couple of other games. I got like The Forest, Green Hell. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what I do when I, you know, have a bit more freedom and I'm not having to do, you know, hours and hours of farming sim every day. Or a couple of times a day if I have save issues, which we've been having just lately. Don't get me wrong, I'm loving the game, I love playing the game. I find it super relaxing just to come in and play this game, which is one of the reasons why I would like to do more of it, because it's nice that I can be super relaxing stuff, be super relaxed on that when I'm playing and recording. Makes it a lot more of an enjoyable experience for me. But I do appreciate the fact that people might not be as keen on this genre of game and want to see as much of this game going forward as I've provided over the last couple of months. I would like at some point to go back and revisit some of Hunter Call of the Wild. I kind of left that series on a bit of a sort of cliffhangery point whereby I was about to move to a new map, a new reserve, and obviously since I was recording and playing that, we've had a complete new reserve map added to the game by the developers, so that is something to consider as resurrecting and bringing back to the channel some more Hunter Call of the Wild stuff. I was also thinking of maybe doing a playthrough of the Metro games, because obviously there's a new one coming out this year in about a month or two's time, and it would be cool for me to play the first game and the second one. Although, again, people who know me know I tend to when it comes to trilogies and games like with sequels, I tend to jump in at the last one first. You know, I'm very bad at playing game series from the first game. Usually because the first games are bad. In a lot of cases. And yes, I'm thinking of, like, you know... I'm not going to say it because it will start an absolute flame war in the comments. So, yeah, back away from that. Back away. But yeah, there's a couple of things I would like to do maybe in the pipeline. It really depends on how much of an interest I can get in it, really. And also it depends on me and obviously how I'm feeling physically, mentally. Because it is obviously a lot of work to put these videos together, to record this stuff, and if I'm not feeling it, it becomes even more more work. As I say, it's been nice over the last couple of months playing games like this that I've actually really enjoyed and really have looked forward to playing every day and recording every day, and that I can quite happily spend many hours in. Got the lovely music playing in the background, which I am aware I forgot to remove from the last video. When I rendered the last video, I forgot to remove when I recorded the last. What was it? Part 49? I think it was. When I edited part 49, I forgot to remove the time-lapse speedy up music from part 48 from my Vegas timeline. So all of a sudden, randomly during that video, the music starts playing. I don't know if anybody picked up on that or not. But yeah, that was definitely a thing. I don't think it was too overwhelming. I think you were still able to hear all my commentary and stuff, and obviously you had the game sounds as well. I just don't know whether it might come across as a bit busy on the audio at that point in the game, in the video, with me talking, the music playing, and the vehicle sounds. Obviously, I add the music to these sections because there is no vehicle sounds, so it gives you something else a bit to listen to as opposed to just me. Because as much as I like to believe it, some people may not want to actually listen to just me. Here we go, get the soybeans sold. Get these to the bakery this time because we're in this trailer, and we can actually reverse this trailer into the tipping point, which is pretty handy. I don't know what I'm going to do with the next harvest. Maybe do quite a bit, do several fields of maybe corn, I think, some sunflowers and some sunbeans, go for some real, you know, make a real stab at making a lot of money from my next harvest. Big harvest. Does mean that after I've harvested, I'm going to have a lot of work to do on the fields because they're all then going to want ploughing, probably lime spreading and stuff before we can then reseed them. But it'd be nice to, like I say, hopefully get things wrapped up on this playthrough in a couple of episodes now. I think we're at that point. So I'm probably not going to undertake any major new projects and stuff unless people want to see something in particular. Like I say, I was planning to like remove trees and make a jumbo field and stuff like that, but there really isn't any need to now. I feel like we're on track. We're on track and on course to hit our goals, our series goals in the next couple of episodes. Like I say, I imagine I'll unlock the last couple of achievements and we'll be done. Right, get the horses done. Right, it wouldn't be right to end the episode without selling some horses, would it? So we're going to sell you, 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 you. We must also remember to do a trade when we get there. All these horses are going to market. They're going to be turned to glue. That's right, going to the glue factory, boys. And dog food. And Tesco's lasagna. That's where you're going. Look at them all. Oh, look at the horses. Those horses' heads have horses' arses. I think there's 9 in the trailer, but we only take 8 back because we can only hold 16 in the pen. That makes sense. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is correct. Right, let's get some new horses then. I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. We'll take these back. So we spent 40 grand and got 8 new horses. We sold 9 and got 450,000. All in all, horses looking very profitable. We're going to be over. I think we're going to be close to. Well, we should be over 3 million at this point. And I've still got straw to bale up, haven't I? And sell. These guys are thinking, where's our friends gone? Don't you worry, you'll be joining them soon. Be joining them, don't you worry. Bye Bella, bye Utopia. Bye Goldfinger, bye Vega, bye Fantasia, bye Flair, bye Amber. They're going to the shop. And we'll get, as I say, we'll get 8 more. We'll start the next batch off of horses. And they'll be ready to sell in a couple of days, so that'll be another 500,000. We're well on the way to our 10 million goal at last. I feel the goal is in sight. The end is in sight. Once we've sold some manure and stuff as well, slurry. Can't remember what horses we got now. Where did we get to? $50,000. That takes us up to 3,250,000. I need to check horses. Tell me what sort you are. You're black ones. We want the ones that are cheap. 2 greys. 2 of them. 2 of them. 2 of them. So it's going to be two bays, 2 blacks, 2 seal browns, 2 duns. There we go. All stocked up. Guess who's next? So I think that's all the harvesting done, apart from the grass. We haven't done the grass. And as I say, I've got some straw to pick up, which I'll finish off camera. Because it just makes more sense to do it that way. otherwise it's just a lot of time-lapse footage of me doing no, do it that way, put them into the farm. Okay. We'll park this actually down at the next horse's pen, so I know which one we've emptied and which one we will be emptying in a future episode. We will make that for the minute. Park him in here so he's out of the way. Right, saving content, very nice of you. Right, let's have a look at the money situation then. So we spent 80,000 on new animals, made 800,000 from sold animals. That's tenfold the profit. We spent £1 in vehicle running costs. We made £933,211 from the harvest of all the crops, and we got 12,000 from the biogas plant, and we spent 2,000 in wages. So all in all today we've made 1.662 million. Damn, that's the most, I think probably the most profitable day we've had on the farm, I would think, for a long time. Everything's harvested. Field 13 needs to be live spread. Field 1 needs to be ploughed. Everything else is looking pretty groovy. I've still got a vehicle out on the field somewhere. Yeah, you. You're the straw picker up person. You'll be picking up the straw. So, I guess at this point, I'm going to say thank you all for watching the video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you'll be back to join me again very soon when we come back to the farm, and obviously we'll get some new stuff planted, some new crops in rotation, and hopefully continue to make good profits. So join me again for the next episode of Farming Simulator on the channel. I'll see you all again very soon. Goodbye for now.